Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. So I was just telling you guys who are here live with me a second ago kind of what the topic of today is going to be. So I'm going to repeat that for those of you guys who are watching this recorded. Every once in a while, I've got clients or students here in the program that feel like they're not getting enough help on the development of their website. And, you know, they feel like they either want to move faster or get more detailed help, and they're just not really sure where to turn. Because a lot of times when you guys are working on this with us, sometimes you're having a short meeting with your coach every week, and you may see a few videos here and there, but you feel like, you know what, I could really use a little more help. So today I just want to address where you can go to get additional help and what are some of the resources that exist out there to help our clients. And I think if I list these with you and I kind of share how to use these items that I list, you'll be able to get your website up quicker, more effectively. It'll be less frustrating, and it should be better for everybody. Okay. So I guess the first thing I want to list here is I'm going to say number one on this is just I'm going to say one on, well, how do I want to say this? Yeah, we'll just say one-on-one coaching help with your coach. Everybody who's here in our program has an assigned mentor. Some of you guys may work with me directly. Others may be working with some of the other mentors here in the coaching program. Everybody is very well qualified who does this mentoring with us. So I'd say your first and best option if you need help with your site is through your one-on-one coach. And I guess that comes in a couple of different places, right? That comes from, your weekly calls and then email support. That's mainly how you get help from your one-on-one mentor. So, I mean, above and beyond anything else, I would be using that individual because they're assigned to you. They have your best interest at heart, because most of us who do mentoring, we're evaluated based on the success of our clients. And so for the clients that I work with, I have every incentive in the world to make sure that they're doing the right thing and they're getting their site up quickly, because I'm compensated accordingly. So everybody else feels the same way that does this coaching. So make sure you utilize your mentor as much as you can. Second thing is, and you guys who are here live with me are taking advantage of that, I'm going to say live webinar help. And very specifically, I think this is the only, well, there's several different live webinar times. In fact, let me just bring up our site so I can show you what I'm referring to here. When you guys log into our website, and this should look familiar to most of you, when you get logged in where all of our trainings are listed, you'll notice this section right here, and I'm just going to circle it so everybody can see it well. This section right here. I'm going to circle or highlight this in yellow. Okay, these are our live training times, and you really should be taking advantage of these as much as you possibly can. Now, the topics don't change a whole lot. Tuesday, you'll notice we do eBay training in the evening. Tuesday morning, so this is Tuesday evening. Tuesday morning, we do some marketing training. Tuesday afternoon, there's some computer basics training, which is a good one for you guys that aren't as good on the computer. But specifically for Volusion, this one right here, which I'll circle in red, this is the one that we're doing right now. This we train every single week on Volusion. And I'm happy to answer other questions about Volusion during these trainings, assuming we have time for it. So if you've got questions that need to be addressed, I'm certainly happy to help you out with that. Thursday, we do some affiliate marketing training, and that's listed there. And then this is another good one right here. This is a Thursday afternoon one. A lot of times this addresses Volusion as well. So I'd say those two, above and beyond anything else, are going to be your best options for help with Volusion. And I can tell you pretty concretely that my clients that attend these on a regular basis pick up Volusion quicker than anybody else. I mean, I watch who shows up every week, and I see, those of you who are taking advantage of these live sessions, and you guys are a bit further along as far as your Volusion stuff is concerned. So make sure you continue to take advantage of that. And if you miss one for some reason, you can find our recordings, and I'll talk about that here in just a second. Okay, so let me erase my drawings here. Let's get out of this real quick, and let's just highlight this one: live webinar help. Okay. Okay, well let's go to the next one here. Then we have a lot of Volusion recordings. So I'm going to say number 3. Use our Volusion recordings. Okay, so like I said, I record most of these. Now on our website, let me just go back to our website real quick. Many of them are archived and dumped right here. So I'm at the top of our website. I logged in. And then I scroll down here, and it's sort of buried down here a little bit. It's under website design. And there's a big list of Volusion trainings here, mostly done by one of my colleagues here in the office, and he does a good job on these. These are all listed here. So sort of from the very basic, adding products, categories, templates, how to organize and optimize your homepage, category pages, so on and so forth, and then a bunch of supplemental training. So this is all really good basic Volusion training. The other thing that you can utilize is on YouTube directly, where I post a lot of the stuff that I put together here. If you do a search for my name like that and follow that by Volusion. Okay, so just put in Trevor Shipp Volusion right into YouTube as a search. You're going to see this section right here come up, okay? I'll circle it so you guys can see it a little bit better. And as of right now, it says 37 videos. See, I always upload my trainings there. I need to put a lot of those on our site, and I will do that, but right now they're organized really well right there. And if you come in here and you just click on, whoops, hold on, clicked on the wrong thing. So if I click on Volusion right here, it's going to take me into the playlist. Now it's going to open up with video 1, but if you look over here to the right side of your page, you can sort of filter through these right here. These are all the different videos that are here on this playlist. Right now there's 37, but after today there'll be 38 because I'll add this one to the list. And I've mostly done these in sequential order. So if you're starting from the very, very basics and you're trying to put a website together by yourself or with the help of the mentors here, start with number 1 and start working your way down. And this will kind of very methodically and step by step take you through the setup of a website. And there's everything here, from how to get your Volusion account set up, making a general game plan for how to set the site up, so you've got some goals and plans, and then how to add products and categories and variations, and how to price products, and how to design the site and choose a template and create your informational pages and payment and tax and everything you need to know about setting up a website, all right here. So this is going to be one of your better resources. So if you aren't already using these, my advice is use them. These are made especially for you guys who are in our program, and so I want you guys to take advantage of that. So the Volusion recordings, I'll just add that to the list as number 3. Okay. The other resource you can use, and some of you guys don't realize this probably because you haven't. I know some of you guys haven't used this as much as you maybe could have. But we have a coaching hotline here in our office. So I'm going to list that as number 1, coaching hotline. Okay. Put on our. Okay, that's the general hotline number. You call in, give them your name, let them know you need to talk to a coach about an issue regarding Volusion, and you'll get somebody who's on call here. Now that our coach hotline is, it's not. I know a lot of times you think of customer service or whatever, and You're not getting just a general customer service person. You're getting, an actual mentor here that at that particular time you're calling in is just helping out with everybody's clients. So when you call, just ask for the next person available, and they'll give you a call back. And it's not always that quick. I mean, sometimes it can take an hour, hour and a half, couple hours for them to get back to you. Usually it's quicker than that, and they're usually around Monday through Friday, business hours, even into the evening as well. It's more like an 8 to 8 Mountain Time. That is a good time to get a hold of our general coaching hotline. But that's something you can use, right? It's not like you just have to meet with your mentor and coach once a week, and then you're not able to talk to anybody. If you need some help, get some help. Use our coaching hotline. Okay. All right. So that's the hotline. Number 5, I want to talk about the Volusion chat. Now I put this number 5 on the list. And I guess this is kind of the order in which I'd like you guys to take advantage of these things. I want you to rely on your coach, number 1, but then use the live webinars, then use the recordings, so on and so forth. Sorry, my notes are freezing here. Hold on, there we go. Sometimes this word counter isn't very good. It's a little delayed here, so I'm going to say Volusion. I might have to wait a little bit before I can type the rest of what I want to type. But this is going to be your Volusion live chat. So let me show you where you can find this. A lot of times I'll go to Google and I'll type in Volusion live chat. And it's this link right here. I'll give you guys the URL, but it's this one right here that you click on. It says chat with Volusion support. So if I click on that, it's going to give me a link to their contact page, and I can click on this contact page. Wonder if I can maybe copy and paste that into our word counter notes here. Looks like I can. There you go. Okay, that's their contact page. And if you need to, you can start a live chat with somebody over there at Volusion. Okay, now I'd prefer you not use that as an option. I'd prefer you come directly to us. And just so you guys understand the relationship between us and Volusion, Volusion and us, we're not the same company. Volusion is just the program we use, the software program we use to develop websites, right? So they're the engine. And we're the brains, in other words. So that's what we prefer to use. But you can go direct. They have some support that you can go directly to via live chat specifically. And so it's not phone-in support. This is live chat. So you can come over here and click start chat, and then you can type your question in here. And then a lot of times they may ask you for your name and your website name, and then you can go ahead and start chatting. Again, not the preferred method. I'd rather use one of those other methods and come directly to our office to give you some help. But if you need to go directly to Volusion for something, I mean, this is of course an option if you're in a bind. Maybe it's over the weekend or something or what have you. You can use the Volusion live chat. Okay. See if this will let me go down to 6. Not yet. I don't know why I use this word counter program. It drives me crazy half the time. Anyway, I'm just going to write in 6 here. 6, I call sort of like I'm going to call this the Volusion I'm going to call it the Volusion Bible. Okay. And I'll tell you why I call it that. I'm going to hold the screen here for just a sec so you can get caught up if you're missing any of these. 1 through 6, one-on-one help, live webinar help, recordings, coaching hotline, the live chat, and then the Volusion Bible. Okay, let me click over to where you can find that. Okay, so when you're inside your Volusion site, it might look a little like this. At any time, you can go to this Get Help. Most of your guys' Volusion backends look like this. So you'd come over here and you'd go over Get Help, and you could visit our support site right here. Okay, so if I click on Visit Our Support Site, it's going to take you to a website called support.volusion.com. Okay, so take a note of that. You can see it right up here. I know it's probably kind of small, but squint for me a little bit. This right here, support.volusion.com. And you can put this other stuff on the end right here if you want, but it should take you to the same place. support.volusion.com/HC/EN-US. That takes you to what I like to call the Volusion Bible. Now this is sort of the spot for Volusion support. It's got every different walkthrough and tutorial you can possibly imagine about anything in regards to the software. So for example, if you were having product or problems with product variations, you could come here to this little search section and put in, you know, variations or something. Do a little keyword search. And there you go. You'd get some options here, like how to add options to a product right here. Right? Or maybe you're having trouble with like homepage design and you do a search, you know, homepage, product display settings, so on and so forth. How to edit a template. So you can use the keyword search a little bit, and then if you scroll down here, you've got some different guides and videos here. So you got getting started, you've got the orders section, you've got the customers section, you've got inventory, marketing, design, reports, settings, general. Okay, and you'll notice these are all kind of broken down by, if you've ever been inside your Volusion dashboard, you've got orders, customers, inventory, marketing, design, reports, settings. You've got all these little sections, and so they've got in detail analysis of each one of those places. And every once in a while, if I don't know the answer to a question, I'll go hunt it down here and often be able to find it. You know, whereas I guess otherwise my option is I get in there and just mess around with it myself. And, you know, more often than not, we like to see our clients stumble a little bit while they're working on their Volusion, because you don't learn it very well unless you get in there and mess with it, right? These video tutorials, and even having a coach walk you through something on the phone is good, but it doesn't solve everything, right? Sometimes you have to dig in and get your hands dirty and mess with it yourself. And so that's why my last piece of advice for you guys as you're trying to get your Volusion site up, and you know, maybe you're feeling like you're not getting enough help. You know, sometimes it's good to work through some of this stuff on your own. I don't want when you have something that's hard for you, your knee-jerk reaction shouldn't be, well, let me shoot my coach an email, right? Or let me call my coach right now, right? We want you to try to work through it on your own. Learn as much as you can, and if you can't figure it out, then contact your coach. And that's not because we don't want to hear from you or we don't want to help you, because of course we do. It's more out of we'd rather you guys learn as you're doing this. And sometimes you don't learn if somebody just does it for you or shows you everything. You know what I mean? So that's the last takeaway. I mean, use all of these resources. I've listed them here, except for this last one here. Oh, it's letting me type again. So I'm going to say Volusion Bible, we'll call it. That's the last one, you know, that I'd recommend using. And I can tell you, if you're using all these resources and spending the time, you'll learn it. I know this isn't easy for everybody. Some of you guys pick it up very quickly. Others struggle along the way a little bit. But if you're using all the resources here, you'll get it eventually. We have had people, right, in their late 80s who have gotten a website up. This isn't age specific, right? You might feel like if you're a little older and the computer doesn't come easily to you, that, you know, you're doomed, that this isn't going to work out. But I can tell you that it will in fact work if you put the time in. Okay. Let's see. Greg, you've found the knowledge base to be helpful. Good. Good. Okay. Well, I'm glad that's been the case for you. A lot of my clients have used it and have liked it. So I think you've got plenty of help here. Let's see. Yep, here's the link here. The Volusion chat one is listed there, so you should be in good shape. But hopefully this helps, guys. We want you to be successful at this. We've got your best interest at heart. Make sure you're using these resources, and come again next week. You know, we're covering different Volusion topics every time we get together on these Wednesday trainings. Glad you're here with us, and I will see all of you guys next week, same time, same place. Okay.